Hey guys, Peyton Snakeback here again for another movie review for you guys tonight. So I just got done watching the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie called Leatherface. Which before I get started on the review, what I didn't know is they had a screening of this movie about a month ago, so that's how I was able to watch it early. But I'll put the link of the website down below, so you guys can watch it. And yeah. And anyway, but this is actually, if you guys don't know, this is actually like a prequel to the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Because I know the last movie that they did in 2012, the Texas Chainsaw 3D. Most people thought that was a remake. It really wasn't. It was actually a continuing sequel to the original 1974 Tobe Hooper's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And this is a prequel to the Tobe Hooper's film, which, in my opinion, I really actually kind of like this movie. I know people really hated the last one that they did, and because they say it didn't make any sense. I mean, I didn't think it was terrible. I mean, I kind of liked it. Oh, I kind of liked the last movie that they did. I mean, I didn't really think it was that bad of a movie. I mean, probably in my opinion, it would probably, to me, would be the best worst movies. Because I know it was really terrible, but I kind of liked it in my opinion. I don't know. I guess it was the music or something. I don't know. It had good music to it. It just, I don't know. It just. But this movie, now just to let you guys know, I'm pretty sure there will be, but there's going to be a couple spoilers in this movie. So again, if you don't want me to spoil this, don't watch it. So that's just a little warning right here. But anyway, but basically what this is about is, it's about, it starts off with, Leatherface as a kid, or, well, the name, his name is really supposed to be, Jedediah Sawyer. Jedediah Sawyer. It's his birthday, and I think for his birthday, he ends up getting to kill his first victim with his chainsaw. And what ends up happening is, I think it was after his party, I think it was like a couple days later or something, this woman and this guy, they're driving, and they end up seeing a kid, which is supposed to be Leatherface. He's dressed up in this like lamb, or this like sheep like mask, and he's running and he's saying, "Help me, help me, help me." And the woman's concerned, and he's like, "Who is this kid? Well, what's it? I think he needs help. I think he needs help." And she goes running, see what the problem is, and she ends up getting killed in the barn by Leatherface's family, and the cops are coming to the house, and to the home of Leatherface's house, and they end up taking Leatherface, the child Leatherface. They end up taking him to an insane asylum, and because they have to take him away because what they're saying, that they can't allow this child to be with this family that's killing people, and so they take him away, and it's basically 10 years later, after Leatherface has been or Jedediah Sawyer has been taken away from his family, and and he's like, and he's grown up to be like this fat guy, or with long hair, and the guy, that guy that played the grown up, or the grown up Leatherface, I think he did a good job in my opinion. But yeah, he's in the nut house, and what ends up happening is, I think after 10 years later, the mother of Leatherface comes back because she wants to visit him, and I think the owner of the building, of the nut house, he's like, "I'm sorry, ma'am, but you cannot see your child because you lost your child, and when she gets angry, she gets pissed, and when she basically makes a whole riot, or like a very bad situation going on into the building. And of course, Leatherface escapes from the insane asylum along with these other people. One of them is a nurse. I think the other three were also like patients at the hospital, and two of the patients, I know they were basically keeping like Leatherface, nurse, and the other patient hostages. They're saying, "Oh, we're gonna go to Mexico, and you guys are going with us," and it was basically sort of like the Rob Zombie's Halloween, the remake, which that remake I thought was a well done remake, but overall, I mean, I think I'm gonna go. I'm thinking I'm going a little too far, but that's basically like the whole point of this. It's just basically showing like the events of like basically the beginning of Leatherface's killing spree and stuff. And as I was watching this, and I know that they weren't trying to, but it just kind of felt like it, in my opinion. That they were basically, I think they were trying to remake that prequel that they did in 2006, the prequel to that 2003 remake. And again, I know they weren't trying to, because this was basically a prequel to the 1974 film. I know when it comes to like the Texas Chainsaw movies now, it's just so confusing. So, I mean, because I know you got the original, then the 3 sequels that came out, and then the remake, the prequel to the remake, and then the one that is the 2012 movie that is the sequel, the continuing sequel to the original, and now we have the prequel to the original one. I know it's very freaking confusing, but you know what? You'll get used to it if you're into these kind of movies. But I really love the gore movies, or the gore scenes in this film. I mean, they did like one of the most like weird and amazing death scenes, and like basically ones I have never seen in the movie. I mean, and there was like weird, bizarre like scenes in the movie. I don't want to ruin what they were, but there was this one scene when the cops were looking for the 3 people, and Leatherface and the other 2 hostages. They end up hiding under just like inside this like a this dead deer. It was bizarre, but it was kind of cool that like the way they did that scene though. But anyway, out of 5 stars for this one, I give it 4.5 out of 5. Because to me, I mean, it was decent. I mean, it's not the greatest movie, but I did kind of like it for what it was. I did like that they. I mean, the only reason I'm giving it that high is just because I always kind of really like the Texas Chainsaw movies, and this was kind of a I was just glad that they ended up getting to do another one, But this is a movie that is not going to be in theaters. This one is supposed to be a first it goes on demand, and then it'll come out to DVD and Blu-ray. Which, and I can see why they would do that with this movie, because I know the last one that they did, the 3D one, when it went to theaters, it did not go so good. And I know that people were confused about it, because, people are thinking this is a remake. I kind of thought it was a remake as well. Because I know I heard people say that when they saw it in theaters, they're like, what? What is this? What? Because they were confused. And yeah, I can kind of see that. Because, I mean, and again, the last movie that they did, I mean, it was cool. I'll admit that. But, something like that should have probably been like the same thing that this is going for. Like a movie that's just going to be on demand for like couple months, and then come out to DVD and Blu-ray, or like a direct-to-video, So, I mean, like I said, I can see why that they did not put Leatherface, this movie, in theaters. So, but yeah, 4.5 out of 5. I mean, why not? I mean, but yeah, so that's basically all I have to say about this movie. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I will put the link down below for the website that this movie is on if you guys are interested in seeing it. So yeah, so see you.